Alright, first question. Do you guys think is the biggest MG player on this team?
Alright.
I'll wait till everyone's got something written down.
You guys even play MG?
He plays like
There are like 9 teams who have gone before you. We would have figured it out by now.
How special.
Everyone, oh, I'm still writing.
Jesus.
Alright, 3, 2, 1, pop 'em rounds.
Yeah, I don't know how
Pride, Kowski, Medi, and Medi. Perfect. Alright.
Yeah, listen, man. We're on a budget.
I literally went into the bathroom, opened up the paper towel thing.
Is that what half the elevator's missing out there?
Yeah.
That's scrap material.
Fucking take it. Alright. Alright, high stakes situation. How much do you trust Glenn? Do you think he's gonna pop or drop? Glenn, you can answer as well if you like. 3, 2, 1, fucking round. Drop. One pop, drop.
Oh, one
Someone has faith in you.
I believe.
After the laptop incident,
No,
nobody gets dropped.
I believe.
Who do you guys think is most likely to tilt?
Oh.
You spelled it.
Figure it. Alright. 3, 2, 1. What the fuck does that say?
Cobra!
Oh, okay, Cobra, Pride, Cobra and Cobra. Nice, alright.
It's Cobra.
Means your own team!
That is a direct quote from Cobra.
Who is going to be the first to check logs?
The what?
First to check logs. Game's not even finished yet, they've already typed SS. Glenn, if you just want to hurry up.
How about you shut your mouth?
3, 2, 1. Kowski, Pride, Kowski, Medi, and Angus. Wait, Kowski, I guess.
Yeah, 3 times. Each
Alright, perfect. Who's going to top DPM?
Which one's to win a little bit, which way actually right?
No, I'll be disappointed.
I'll be optimistic.
Alright, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, there we go.
Kowski, Glenn, Cobra, you, Cobra. Perfect. We'll do B for 1v1. Who's going to B for 1v1?
A B for 1v1.
Yeah.
Oh, B.
3, 2, 1. Medi and Mint. Kowski.
Now we've got the spy. So here's where things get really interesting. This is looking like a bit of a combat spy going right in. Oh, but he doesn't want to stab! What was that from Lex? What was that? That was an insane trick stab on the side of Lex. My God, he single-handedly just got that. 9-2-0, he's going to try salvage it, but there's nothing he can do. Oh my goodness, and Silver's just going to be picking up 3 players right there. Silver's going to be picking up 4 players. Everybody is going to be down on the side of Protein Fights. The teams with the player advantage is in favor of Pipeline 6. Can AP Kitties hold on for their spawners? I'm not sure if they can, Eves, with User creating the damage, and that's going to be another round on the scoreboard for Pipeline 6, slowly but surely going in the way of... Yep.
This guy got 376 DPM on one of the other maps.
He got 376 DPM. All the mids. We've actually got Yule up on the sniper now, first off class of the game. So let's see what he can make of this. He's going to take a little pick in on the right-hand side, and he's going to pick up time with a magnificent headshot. Yule bringing in the goods at the LAN Downunder 2023, ladies and gentlemen. A straight headshot onto him.
It was, good stuff from every player there.
Oh my God! What is up, guys? That is right, ladies and gentlemen. It is finals day. Welcome back to the LAN Downunder 2023 for day number 2, live from the GIC Arena in Melbourne. Yesterday, we started with 12 teams fighting it out for our $2,000 prize pool and the coveted LAN trophy. Today, we are down to just 4 teams that have risen to the top, and let's look at how the teams have gone in the competition so far. So, as it stands right now, we have Witness Gaming in the semi-finals versus Pipeline 6, and Live Horse Reaction versus Protein Farts is the upcoming game, first game of the day. I am Big Fella Goose. Joining me on my right is Heebs. How are you going, my friend? Very good. Awesome. So, you know, you already know the teams, but let's take you through the rosters just once again. So, on the side of Protein Farts, we have Dork playing Flank Scout, Kowski on the Pocket Scout, Fane on Roma, Raylan on Pocket Soldier, Matt on Demo, and Wills on Medic.
Yeah, and on Live Horse Reaction, we got Doggerel on Medic, Yule on Scout, Camille on Scout, Redcoat Zygote on Demo, Alt and Gooseman on Soldier.
So, you know, obviously very, very strong rosters on both sides. You know, we spoke to some of the teams just before as they were getting in, and, you know, Protein Farts reckons like, oh, you know, we're probably going to like choke this game. And then Live Horse Reaction said, we're probably going to choke this game as well. So with both teams feeling a bit iffy about their placements in this semi-finals, you know, it could really, really go either way. But I think this could arguably one of the closest matches of the day, Heebs. Yeah, this is the match to watch. You know, they're going to be an absolute nail biter, or at least fingers crossed.
I hope so. Yeah, a good game would be great.
But yeah, no. So you know, we've got some statements from the teams from yesterday. So you know, the team name Inspo. So once again, Raylan eats a lot of protein and he farts a lot, so that is the inspiration for the name for Protein Farts. With Live Horse Reaction, let's see if we got these ones here. I think they missed out on that, unfortunately. But, you know, both teams very eager to, you know, get through to the final, because that guarantees some placement of financial incentive. You can make a little bit of money back from, especially if some of these guys have travelled interstate as well.
Yeah,
you know, plane tickets are quite expensive in Australia because we're a big desolate land of nothingness. But yeah, so as you can see as well, we have the lovely trophy here. Each team that the winner of this tournament gets their name engraved on the side. So in previous years, LAN Downunder 2018, 1D Pocket was the winner. 2019, we had Snore Zone. And 2022 was Witness Gaming. The Summer Brawl 2023 was the Walrus Gambit. So whoever wins this gets a fresh plaque at the very bottom there. And it should be... It should, you know, it's all for the glory. The money's nice, Heebs, but I'm sure the trophy's what they want.
Yeah, 100%. The bragging rights, you know.
So with that, all that in mind, Heebs, do you have any, you know, early predictions for this upcoming match, looking at both the rosters?
It's a tough one, honestly. Both these teams have incredible players. I would say, if I had to make a prediction, Protein Farts will probably edge it out a little bit, but that's hard for me to say because Live Horse Reaction have some real gamers on that team. Like a lot of experience will be on the server today. Just like running through, just looking at the names on the team sheet, and I wouldn't be surprised if it would go either way. But if I had to make a prediction, Protein Farts will take it. Yeah,
you know, I thought initially like Live Horse Reaction would be the ones to sort of like take the cake, but looking how well Protein Farts played yesterday, I don't know if they can continue that energy into day two, I think they could really edge it out. You know, if Redcoat shows up though,
big player.
Yeah, very important player. One, you know, I was saying yesterday, probably arguably one of the most experienced demo men in the entire region. So
100%, yeah.
Yeah, so if he shows up and like really brings the damage, brings those 5 ping pipes, then you know that could really help him out. But
yeah, I mean, in terms of experience, you know, like that whole team as well, Yule has been around forever and he's a fantastic player. Doggerel's always been solid. You know, like you look at anywhere on the server, it's going to be class, like out of their mind, you know. On the other team, you got Dork. He's been around for a really long time and he's an amazing player as well. I'm really excited. This should be a really good game.
Oh, this is going to be awesome. And, you know, as well, with these teams that are on day two, you know, so a lot of the teams that are on day one, you know, they show up and they, like, have a lot of fun. But day two, this is when it gets really close. The teams start, like, you know, they sleep well. You'd hope they'd sleep well and not go out partying and drinking. But, you know, day two is where teams really show up and they really start taking things serious.
Yeah. We're going live.
Yeah, and you know, like, there's always like plenty of surprises on LAN, and with that in mind, it looks like we are going live, ladies and gentlemen. This is map 1 down at the LAN Downunder 2023. You got Protein Farts versus Live Horse Reaction. Who are you going to be looking at on this one, Min?
Watching Matt for this rollout. He's switched on. He's looking to just spam some stickies and pipes over to the other side, get a bit of damage in his team. Both teams rotating right now. Straight bomb from Fane, straight onto the medic. That's huge. Doggo goes down, and it looks like Red need to keep their medic alive. Matt's huge pipes coming out from Matt as well onto Alt and Gooseman. Gooseman trades with Dork, and it looks like very even split right now, but I think Red team are just edging out the win right now as Camille goes down to Kelsey's pistol as well. And you know, look, Red come out with the win on that map, on that mid fight. Very solid performance right there. Huge bomb onto the medic. Doggo goes down.
Protein Fast. What? Redcoat's looking to take a little bit of a slight peak in damage here. This is actually a bit dangerous for him. He could be getting caught out from Cafe. I think he's trying to get onto the medic. Let's see if he can get anything, but no. Dork is going to be cleaning him up, and that's going to prompt Protein Fast to sort of roll through it. Kelsey does eat a direct rocket to the face, but it doesn't matter because he's got the nice overheals. We got a Scarlet just getting up on the sentry right here, which is probably a wise move. Raylan's going to be picking up Gooseman as well, so 2 down on the side of Live Horse Reaction. Maybe some sacks, but the Uber does come out for the Protein Farts. Matt is going to be sticking off that sentry. He's going to get the dispenser as well. Raylan will be falling to Yule, and Fane's going to be doing a big bomb in right there, picking up Redcoats. Scarlet back on the heavy though, picking up Fane, and Dork's going to be getting Yule in return, but it's not going to be enough, and Protein Farts going to be taking the first round.
Incredible clinical push from Red there. I think that's the difference we saw yesterday. A lot of failed last pushes, and I think that's the difference that separates a lot of the top teams. They just went straight in, got a pick for their advantage, straight onto the point, and won the round. We got the second mid fight going.
So with this mid-fight, we're going to see Redcoats trying to maybe edge something a little bit more. He does manage to get a small sticky onto a scout. Gooseman hanging up on the bats here. I like this. Oh, and a nice headshot there from Gooseman. Really, really good. He's going to be falling. Both soldiers down the side of Live Horse Reaction. Yule's going to be bringing the pressure, seeing if he can make something of this. The combo is still up for Live Horse Reaction, so they're not out of this just yet. Raylan's going to be falling down the watchtower as well. So there's 3 down on the side of Protein Farts, and Live Horse Reaction with an excellent response there, Heaps, able to compose themselves and just stay calm and collected. And they're actually going to be running straight through.
Very close. Great work from Camille there to protect her medic. And that, look, excellent work, excellent adjustment there from Live Horse Reaction to sort of bounce back from what was an incredibly fast round. But that's the experience coming through. They made necessary adjustments and huge mid fight from them to pull it off. And now they're attacking. Last Goose is actually on the medic. He gets the force, and then does he get out? Oh, he just dies to Fane there. But incredible bomb from Goose. I think came in from top right, straight onto the medic, got the force, and now Live Horse Reaction are in a really solid position to basically wait it out. Go in whenever they feel like. We've got the sentry coming up from Dork, another standard position, and dude, just action-packed all over the server right now.
Yeah, no, so that bombing from Gooseman, that's what we were talking about before. Like, you know, he just figures out a way to get in the most unlikely situations. I don't know how he managed to just like wheel his way in, but we're saying that the Uber does come out now. Redcoats is going to be gunning down the sentry. I think they opted to spawn off and just go for the resup. And there is a lot of point time at the moment. Kalski is going to be gunning him down. Matt is going to be picking up Scarlet and Alt. 902 Dork, sorry, is going to be picking up Redcoats as well. Dog roll with the arrow onto Dork. Gooseman picking up Raylan in the end, so an unsuccessful push. Protein Farts just playing really tight. The off-class is coming through for him. I think they lost the medic in the process, so they're going to have to stay back on last. They're down roughly 50 or 40 ad, so...
Yeah, no, look, the push didn't go like they wanted, but they did walk away with Wills going down, and so that allows them to reset, gather themselves, get their Uber up, and then have another go at it. They do have about a 50% ad. The sentry's coming up from Dork as well in the same position, so it'll be interesting to see how they go again. I think they're going to go in top right, maybe deal with the sentry, maybe push across the point together. But yeah, no, I think they just didn't get the point. And the Uber does come in right now, straight onto the sentry. Redcoat takes it down to E. He's going to lock off the left spawn here, trying to find a pick. Can't find anything right now. Gooseman's in. 2 nice rockets picked up Matt. That's huge. They just need to start playing the point. Camille picks up Kalski. We do have the heavy on the point. Dork is doing what he can. and like the post uber heavy looks to be incredibly strong right now. He's going to pick up 2 frags, Doggle and Yule. Raylan sits around the point, and another successful last hold. But that was a lot closer. That could have gone either way, you know, like that post uber heavy was a bit too strong, I think.
Yeah, no, I think the off classes coming in on side of protein fights, they've been very, very beneficial. Like Kalski up on that heavy there, just gunning people down. You know, they're losing their med, and this time protein fights now can actually push out because they didn't lose their medic there, so they're basically getting second for free. Not with a little bomb in from Gooseman just to create a little bit of havoc. Yule is up on sniper, seeing where they go, and the Uber actually does come in, and a big air shot onto Matt. My goodness, Kalski's going to be picking up Gooseman as in the midst of all this action. Redcoat's will be picking up Kalski as well with Scarlet onto Dog. So frags going both sides. Live horse reaction. They're actually got a few players behind. A scout there. Scarlet picking up by Raylan. Now Fane's going to be persevering forward, trying to get some damage out with a big bomb onto the combo. This leaves Live Horse Reaction in an interesting position because they're forward, but they've got some players down. So I'm not sure what they're going to try to do with this Heaps, but I think it looks like they've gone back and stayed on mid.
Bit chaotic there for a while. Looks like it could go either way, but I think Red have consolidated the second point, and they're going to try and push into mid. Big bog from Gooseman straight onto the demo, gets 2 nice rockets, and then goes down to Kalski. So, and Dork picks up the ult as well, so that should prompt the push from Protein Farts. They'll walk into second here with with ease. A bit of a DM fight going down between Camille and Dork, and it looks like they trade out. Yeah, no, look, they just worked their advantage. They found 2 picks. They didn't actually end up seeing how that second pick went down, but they're going to take midpoint here. And a really good fight back as well, you know, from their last, and now they're basically going coast to coast, straight onto second point. Going to walk in here with slight Uber ad. If Blue play their cards right, they get their medic out. They should have Uber for last, but it looks like they're going to have to give up second. Actually, the Uber comes out from Red team here. Can they catch anyone out? Doesn't look like it. Oh, it looks like, oh huge too. Doggo gets a pick as well. Kalski picks up Yule, and it looks like, look, it was a very eager push, but it looks like it might work in their favor. No, okay, so Kalski's going to pick up Scarlet. And actually, what am I talking about? What am I talking about? The post-Uber fight's coming here, and they've just picked up 3 picks.
And they're actually forcing out the Uber from Doggo, and what's going to get a back cap? A back cap from Kalski right there! You would be heartbroken if that happened to you, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness! Kalski just looking so comfortable. It's like Sunshine is his home. You know, he is actually the landlord on this map. Live Horse Reaction, the tenants renting this one out, just asking for a rent reduction.
That's it.
So now with this fight in mind, Gooseman up on the watchtower. I still like how confident he is in these fights, despite the losses of rounds. So Raylan's going to be actually pressured back to value as well. Dorkby going to be picking up Gooseman ult onto Fane as well. Matt's going to be taking out Yule while Kalski's dueling someone on the point. Now Raylan's going to be getting a big bomb onto the medic, and he just gets the one last rocket onto Doggerel. An insane sniper rocket from Raylan. My goodness gracious me. Dork's going to be picking up 2 as well, but Kalski is going to be Protein Fuzz just picking up everyone at the end.
A huge bomb from Raylan there. Really solidified that last that mid win, and it looks like, you know, they're going to walk in with a huge Uber ad. We got, you know, 90% Uber ad. They're just going to sit on the point, and that's all come down to Raylan's bomb. 3 rockets. That last one was crucial as well, straight on to the med as he was backing out into Cafe, and they're going to walk in here surely with some big ad. We do have a Yule sniper though. We'll see if he can do anything from that left spawn. Looks like he'll sit there and then switch off to heavy if the Uber comes out before he can get a pick. But we do have it's coming. It looks like it's coming in from under. The Uber comes out on from Matt. He's going to lock out the spawns right now. Is he going to get anything? It looks like they're stuck in spawn. Someone needs to play the point. Big damage on the heavy. We got a bit of a post-Uber collapse. Raylan picks up Gooseman. Redcoat picks up Kalski. Fane picks up ult. And it looks like Blue are holding for the most part, but can they keep on going? Yule picks up Raylan, and they're going to force Red out there. And pick up Yule going huge. Picks up Matt as well. That's huge. That'll give them a chance to push back onto their second and have a bit more security. For this third round.
Losing their demo there, yeah, no, Matt not just managing to escape. Oh, but what's this? A bit of aggressive play from Redcoat, walking straight into the scattergun of Dog. I'm not sure, bit of a questionable play. I can't say I would have done any better though, but yeah, that's quite an aggressive bomb from Redcoat. So,
look, it was daring.
A little bit stunned.
It was daring, it was risky, but you know, Redcoat loves to live life on the edge there, and I think he got punished from it.
I don't think it's affected them too much, though. I think he was maybe just going in for a little sack. He sort of called a bluff. Oh, but Dork is getting a Gooseman, almost getting onto something. Ult's going to be taking out Fane as well. Red Coat back in action.
Where did that come from?
Oh my god. And now the Uber does come out.
Forced.
The Force, unfortunately, Live Force are actually getting forced. They didn't pick anything up.
Medic?
Oh, and now the Force from Protein Farts as well. But they don't have any plays, so they need to pick up something quick. But Live Horse Reaction, they are out. Back, it's just Matt in the choke right now. If he can live here, then that is going to be very, very good. Put Protein Farts in an excellent position. Gooseman, he's going in for something big. He's doing a big slidey bomb. Now he's going to be on mid. So Matt getting some damage out. Seeing if he can pick up any. Oh, Kowski falling down to ult as well. Fane's going to be picking up Gooseman. Red Coat onto Fane with the reply. Yule. Now let's see what he can do here. He's jumping up, seeing if he gets
huge denial.
Oh man, it's looking pretty close. 2 down on both sides. Dork will fall to Scarlet. So both demos up. Now it's going to be a decider of who can stay in the fight longer, and it's looking like Live Horse Reaction will be able to push through with that.
Look, they started the fight with the advantage, and I think they captured as well. We do have an Uber coming out from Red Coat. He gets from the medic, but an incredible serve from Doggerel to get onto Bats there and back into his last point, which means he stays alive. Yule is poking and prodding around unders. He can't find anything. But oh wait, huge rockets from Gooseman. He gets the Force onto the wheels, and it looks like now a huge collapse on the side of Live Force Reaction, unfortunately. But look, at least they got the Force, so they won't be like incredibly disadvantaged going forward here.
Yeah, and I'd say Heaps, these Ubers seem to be quite it seems like not a lot of teams, both teams, they're not able to get like Ubers by choice. It seems like there's been a lot of forces coming out.
Yeah.
The Ubers have been very scrappy, very disorganized.
Yeah, like they're not. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. It just looks like you got players walking in from somewhere, getting a cheeky Force, and sort of throwing the plans out in the open for the team. Like right there, they got forced in lobby, in-house, and they didn't get a great Uber out, but they did win their post-Uber exchange. They picked up a lot of players, so they're back on mid, and they're looking to attack second here, and I think we'll see some double sacks coming through anytime.
I think a well-needed reset there. The action was kind of non-stop for a while, and I think it's good for both teams to just sort of slow some things down. I was going to say that Red Coat's going to be picking up Raylan as he tries to go through for a sec. Gooseman peeking in on Valley here. He's in a position where he could bomb, and I think he does.
Fane's in.
Fane will be getting the credit for that one. Excuse me. Dork's trying to stomp his way through Cafe, but I don't think he managed to pick anything up there. Ult's going to be just applying some light pressure to the choke, but both sacks on both teams unsuccessful, and now we've got another reset.
Looks like Live Force Reaction sort of muscled their way through there. Neither Ubers were exchanged, but a couple fights on the flank went their way, and they've walked into mid here to pick it up. And now we've got a reverse situation where they're attacking the second point, and hopefully we can see some sacks going through again. We did see an attempted sack a couple times there, unsuccessfully in terms of forcing the medic, but we'll see if Live Force Reaction could do any better.
Yeah, so I think the sacks from Live Horse Reaction have been slightly better.
Oh, we got a solid
Gooseman going in, just barely getting Will's down to 80 HP, just barely getting out. Kowski and Fane have been picking up 2, so this puts him in a position for Raylan to bomb in, and Dork ended up cleaning up Red Coats there. That's a huge pick. Kowski's going to be getting Yule as well. The big picks coming out. Live Horse Reaction just crumbling. They do still have the Uber, but they are going to be pushed right back to their second Heaps.
Yeah, no, that was we saw an exact repeat of 3 minutes ago. Just a bit of a muscling, neither Uber exchanges, but a couple picks going here and there, and the teams have swapped sides on the map. And we do have a bit of a fight between Ult and Fane going out. Ult's going to win that one. He's kind of low though. He does get to the pack. Can he get picked up here? Dork's fighting a soldier in Cafe. He picks a huge 2 shots from onto Ult, picks him up. Kowski picks up Scarlin. Yule trades back with Raylan, but it looks like Blue going to be able to hold on to their second now, force Red back to mid, and that's going to be, looks like a reset. It's incredible that neither Ubers have been used in the last 3 fights, but sometimes it's a bit like that. Yule's actually going to push forward onto mid. He forces Red out of mid, and he's going to start capping for his team. Actually, a bit of a fight, maybe a trade coming through. Yep, Red Uber come onto the point. Dork's going to go under the point. He's going to force the Uber, almost gets the drop, and he's going to get picked up. Oh no, Rego's going to pick him up in the Uber. Can Rego pick up another? he's just going to get out. So, looks like, no, big bomb from Raylan onto Doggerel, and Doggerel's going to go down, and that should give Red an uber advantage in the coming minutes here.
But as we say this, look at this. Actually, I think Life Force Reaction, they're coming in through Cafe.
Yeah, Red Coach picked up another one.
Look at him, he's in town. He's hungry. Ult's going to be picking up Raylan as well. Scarlet's going to be applying some light pressure here. But look at this. So even though they lost the Uber, they actually managed to kind of push through and take the second point. Now, Protein Farts do have 50% advantage. Now, the question is, are they going to use this ad and push out of us, or are they going to play it safe and wait for Live Horse Reaction to make a move? It's hard to say. Well, with Dork getting up on the Sentry, I'd say it's more likely that they are in it for the long haul. They're 2 rounds up. They don't need to do anything drastic, heaps. You know, they can sort of play the waiting game a bit more and just run the clock down.
Yeah, look, it was to be expected. Pushing out of Sunshine Last is incredibly hard. You basically need 3 pick advantage to be able to get out there without getting backcapped. So it's not surprising that even though they had about a 50 ad, they're just happy to sit back and play defensively. They're up 2 rounds, so you know, not an incredible deal to sit on your laurels there. Looks like Dog's going to put up his sentry on the right side of the point. He's picked the right side correctly though, because it looks like Life Force Reaction are getting a bit antsy on the left side of there. Redcoat's poking and prodding around, trying to get some pipes out. He does hit a nice one, but he can't finish the kill. Gooseman looks like he wants to bomb in from the right here, but there is a trap there. I think he'll get picked up. He's going to back away. Yeah, not surprising. That's the difference as well for these top teams. Even though they lost their med, they did have the player advantage. They pushed into second, secured the second point, and they're now looking to go on to last. So Ubers are even. Actually, the Uber gets forced out here from Redco. He's going to pick up the sentry instantaneously. Is he out of ammo? It looks like it. They're going to walk out. They haven't quite got the force out of Red though. Yule's going to go down to the point to Matt Stickies. Kalski, they've used now. It's not going to accomplish much, but they should be able to get out of their last here. They play their cards right. We do have Gooseman back cap. Oh, he's going to run in straight
direct onto him. He's going to be picking him up. Oh, and he's going to get a second onto the scout. This could be quite big. If Gooseman can even get another pick here, that would be an excellent effort. Despite that, Kalski will be gunning him down with the pistol. Oh, and a nice little mini air shot there. Excellent pipes coming out. The 5 pink pipes that we'll be talking about, ladies and gentlemen. Kalski's going to be picking up red coats and eventually, but Yule still keen. Just Life Horse Reaction really wanting to get something in, and he's going to be caught out by Raylan. Eventually, Protein Farts just not budging. They really don't want to give a round up here, Heaps.
Oh, yeah. Look, every time it looks like Live Force Reaction can get something done, one of the players on Protein Farts just has an absolute ball of play. Matt there really saving his team. Nice sticky and pipe straight onto the players. Gooseman's got a huge edge shot onto Raylan. He's going to pick him off, but Fane trades him out. And it looks like we got another mid-fight coming in through here. Fane's going to wait for some heals. Matt's walking across the point, lobbing pipes over into choke, make sure no one can get through. Big bomb from Fane into Valley. He almost picks up the scout. He might actually go down here, or can he pick it? No, Redcoat's going to pipe him down. And it looks like Blue should be able to hold the point. Big pipe from Redcoat. Redcoat might want to jump. He's going to jump straight into a scout. That's not what you want to see, but Scarlet's there to save him. And actually, the Uber's coming out from Red there. Missed that one. And it just incredible scabby fight. Dork's going to pick up 2 frags and keep the point for his team. So it's looked like, in the end, Red have actually kept the point.
It depends if Gooseman and Alt, they're sort of coordinating something. You're taking it in turns, going rotation with the bombs. Gooseman, when they get in, it looks like Matt's walked straight into Gooseman. Dork will be picking him down, and Raylan going to be attacking Alt as well. Yule eventually, taking out Raylan.
Incredible.
Yeah, very, very good turnaround from Live Horse Reaction. Just wanting to get into this mid. Very, very keen is the word, Heaves. They don't want to get back into a defensive position.
Yeah.
And I don't blame them. Dork is going to be hanging around Cafe, though. And he's actually going to be going for a back cap here. So he's got 2 soldiers to deal with. He is a hit scan class. If he dances around on the hut, he could dodge those rockets. But no. Protein Farts. Once again, back. And as I say this, the Uber does come out. This time, the 3rd time's the charm. Can they do it? Scarlet getting some good damage onto the soldiers. Both soldiers down. Fane and Raylan both dying. Scarlet will eventually be falling. Kalski is still up, dishing out the goods. They need to get rid of Kalski if they want this to amount to anything, because the spawn is going to be coming in soon. But look at this red coat. He's going to be trying to get onto the men, and he manages to get him. Just barely. Kalski's going to be on the reply melee, and Matt's going to be taking out Old as well. It's just Dog roll on the point, and they just almost got that. Just a hair left of cap time. So close, but no cigar heaps.
No, that was a lot better than their previous efforts. They almost got the point. I thought it was done and dusted, but a quick heroic play from the Red Scout there saves his team the point. It looks like Fane's going to be charged with just sitting on that point with 300 buff to stop anyone, tapping it basically. And Dork's going to get the sentry up, so it does look like we have a bit of a defense going.
These defenses, man, for Protein Farts, I tell you, they're just too strong.
Yeah.
They just can't. Live Horse Reaction just can't seem to get anything in. I think maybe the wise move would be to try a dry fight, take down the sentry, and as I say that, sentry gun does go down. Dork's going to have to either rebuild. It looks like a swap to the heavy, and they are in. No Uber, they did opt to take the dry fight. Red Coats is in here. He's getting a few pipes onto the heavy. The heavy is going to be just barely staying alive. He does fall eventually. It's just Red Coats. Red Coats versus the whole world. The Live Horse Reaction, everyone is gone now, and Matt and Will's able to push through and get their second back.
Dude, huge. I was surprised that they went in there. I'm not sure if Doggle dropped or he didn't have Uber yet, but they walked in pretty unannounced, pretty unprepared, and Protein Farts just kind of collapsed on them. Redcoat almost salvaged it for his team, couldn't quite get the job done. Does look like we do have Fane in a bit of a cheeky spot trying to find a frag. He goes down to Gooseman. Gooseman's actually in here doing huge damage to the combo before Dog takes him out. Redcoat's sitting in choke. They do get the force out of Red here. We're interesting to see if the Med can get away. I don't think he will. He is under the point. Matt gives up on him. He realizes he's not a scout. He can't get him. He does get some nice pipes though. Redcoat versus Matt in the choke. Actually, Live Horse Reaction pick up huge frags here. Traded out by Protein Farts. Dork going huge. Camille now the scout v scout on the midpoint. Who's going to pick that one up? Dork picks that one up. And it looks like Red are going to hold their second and potentially get mid here.
Frags going back and forth there, Heaps.
Yeah, huge.
Looking really good for Live Horse Reaction for a second, but then Protein Farts, so they just came with the sacks. They were like, oh, well, if we've lost our medic, we're just going to go for yours. So now we're back to square one with both teams. Even Uber ad and another mid-fight. This never-ending mid-fight seems to keep on going. Live Horse Reaction will eventually back off and opt to play for their second.
Yeah, no, like you said, really back and forth right now. Looks like neither team wants to give up pushing either, because just when you think a fight's done, the other team pushes back in with their spawners and it goes all over again. But it does look like we have a bit of a reset here. Nope, as I say that, looks like Raylan's going to jump in with Fane, see if they can get anything done. Kelsey picks up Old on second. Kelsey's going to walk onto the point, force Live Horse Reaction back to their last, and they're going to walk in basically for free there. But I think Live Horse Reaction were pretty happy to give that point up because they didn't have Uber. And Protein Farts were nearing there, didn't want to take the risk. But we do have a really aggressive last push in here. Yule's going to pick up Fane and Raylan. And it looks like
that's heartbreaking.
Yeah, look, it's a bit rough. It looks like they're either going to have to do something right now with the 2 picks, or they're going to have to get some more classes going and hope that Protein Farts might beef their push a little. We do have a cheeky Gooseman bomb straight in.
A big bomb from Gooseman. He's going to get a direct on huge. That is huge. That saved the day for them. But this could have had a polar opposite effect with Matt bombing in and getting a nice chunk of damage there. Just, the med still lives, but really, Gooseman saving the day.
They do give up 3 though, so it looks like Protein Farts going to walk in with huge player out. Can the Heavy do anything? He's going to go down to Dork straight away, and they're just going to cap the point.
I think that force from Gooseman did more harm than good, because they were like...
I think they got a bit over aggressive. They got that force out. They needed to back up, keep their players alive, and reset, rather than... I think they got caught out on
it saved the day for like
a
second, and then they had to just... And then they just all sort of collapsed, because Protein Farts, they've been so good. Anytime they're at a disadvantage, they just go balls to the wall and just turn things around back in their favor. We got 6 minutes left on the clock, ladies and gentlemen. Live Horse Reaction down 3 rounds. It still is possible. Gooseman is going to be seeing what he can make of this. Raylan up on the watchtower as well. Very dominant. Big bomb coming in from Raylan right now. Managed to get the scout quite down low. Scar's going to be backing up and playing tight with the combo as well. Both teams, the combo is still up. Raylan's going to be taking height, seeing if he can get a big bomb again. Going back for a second round. He's still hungry.
Rockets.
Huge damage. Now, I'd say Protein Farts, they do have the better position. Live Horse Reaction just slowly but surely backing out through their valley, managing to pick up 2.
Oh, the Uber's
Coach.
gonna come out.
Oh, yeah. So the Uber actually does come out from both sides. Now, there is a slightly better Uber on the side of Live Horse Reaction. I don't know if that's going to
Scarlet
amount to
picks up Wills,
anything
that's
in the
huge.
post
That'll
fight.
give them-
Yeah, Scarlet will be picking up Wills as well, and the mid fight hasn't stopped. It's still
It's
going.
still going. Dude, just non-stop. And Raylan bombs in, can't get anything done there. We do have another soldier bomb. He's going to pick up Doggerel. That's huge from Fane. Yule trades him out. Dork's running in now on 33 HP. Going to pick up Scarlet. And then, can he do anything? No, Yule's going to trade him out. Matt's going to pick up Yule, though. Gooseman's on the point. Can he contest Matt? Looks like both teams are going to back out here, as we do finally do have a winner of the mid-fight, and that's going to be Live Horse Reaction.
That never-ending mid-fight, man, it was just insane. I'd say Live Horse Reaction, and the crits do come out. Dog roll now on the crits. If there's any time, oh no, he's back on Uber. So if I was going to say, if there's any time to do it, now would be the time with 4 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. It is time to get serious here. But, you know, Protein Farts, these defenses from him have just been so good, managing to survive the bombs from Alt and Gooseman, just two insane players. Alt's going to be going in right now with the nice fake. Gooseman's going to be taken out by Dork as well. Matt picking up Yule and Dork picking up Alt as well. Fane's going to be picking up Scarlet, and Dog Roll falls. It is just Redcoats again. Kowski's hungry as well. It's just him alone in the house, and he is surely going to be taken out. Fane gets the credit for that one. And if you're Live Horse Reaction, I think at this point you're playing for a round for momentum and sort of motivation for the next map.
They've had their chances as well. Like, the score's 3-0, but it could have easily been 3-2 if some of those last pushes had gone their way. But yeah, I don't know what happened there. Just a complete collapse on the side of Live Horse Reaction. DM ability maybe shining through there on the side of Protein Fast. Huge bomb from Gooseman onto the medic. Can't pick him up though. Raylan's going to trade him out. We do have a Yule Huntsman sniper. He's going to go down. And it looks like they should walk through to last here fairly comfortably and pick up a 4th round. Doesn't look like they're going to have much of an issue with that. Dork straight onto the heavy. Does get picked up actually before Matt trades him out and get a 4th round. Do we want to go to Teams Mumble for the next mid fight? We'll log into Protein Farts' Mumble and we'll see their comms, see how they deal with the mid fight.
I'm going through Valley to under.
I'm with you, Spicy.
Water.
Call your bombs, we'll push under.
I took 2 rockets.
I'm already
hiding.
Just go.
Got to 50, soldiers in our valley.
70 demo.
Yeah, sweet mid.
Got dead.
I'm bombing the demo.
What is dead?
Man took 100, dead. Demo weak.
Wills? What is Wills? This
Demo
fucking character.
32 on soldier, he's gonna create it. Nice.
Put it around.
An interesting mid from Live Horse Reaction there, managing to pick up
good spirits.
Yeah, in good spirits despite the 4, and I really respect that. You know, they're not in bad shape. Redcoat's coming out with the sticky jumper as well. You love to see it, ladies and gentlemen. He's just been going for some crazy bombs. Both teams just having a bit of fun with this. It's good to see. Oh, almost a big air shot there from Redcoat.
He just instinctively went to his stickies before he realized he had the sticky jumper. They don't do any damage, but it was close. We do have a bit of a garbage time going on there. And that's why, ladies and gentlemen, the sticky jumper is out on the side of Redcoat. But that was an entertaining mid-fight. You could sort of see they came in with a plan, didn't quite work out the way they'd like. Looks like we're just going to have a bit of a DM fest for the last remaining 80 seconds here on
And
Sunshine.
it seems promising for next map as well. With, you know, the next map being, you know, like, even though it's like 4-0, it wasn't a complete brawl. And I'd say this is like the caster thing. We always say, oh, no, it wasn't complete.
That's really close.
Yeah, that actually was really close.
Yeah. Well, like I said, like you were a few mistakes away from it being 3-2 at one point.
Exactly.
If they clean up their last push a little bit, and it could be separated by 1 round. I don't think the scoreline is incredibly fair. Although Alt on his main, the Huntsman, is going to get Ubered here. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is peak Team Fortress 2 right now. I don't know why more people don't do this. He's still alive somehow, and it looks like Live Horse Reaction do want to pick up a round for themselves, but it doesn't look like it's going their way. It looks like Protein Fast is going to hold on to their point for the last remaining 30 seconds.
I don't think the Huntsman hit anything. The Solomon Vow. it is more than safe to say that that is it.
Yeah, that's all she wrote for that map, for sure. They're all playing around. Also,
Almost getting memes.
my.
That would have been awesome.
Oh my old.
That would have been great. But yeah, no, very, very strong starts from Protein Farts, taking first map of the semi-finals for the LAN Downunder 2023. Looking very, very convincing for them, Heaps.
Yeah, 100%. Look, 4-0 win. They're going to take that momentum into the second map process, see if they can do even better, get that 5th round, or Live Force Reaction might fight back. Maybe they're a bit more familiar on process. Yeah, just like we're a few mistakes away from, you know, a map separated by 1 round, and I think they have it in them. They have the experience, they have the DM. Things could click, things could go the other way. But a very good performance. All of the players on Protein Farts, I think, really putting in a shift there. Huge bombs coming out from the soldiers. Dork going huge, like Fane, you know, Matt, just incredible game. Yeah. Looking at the logs
I think with those last pushes as well, like Live Force Reaction, they were still getting a lot of pushes in, except they just couldn't close the gap. Like, it just couldn't really
seal the deal.
Yeah. It was such a shame, like, because it was looking so close so many times where they were like just about to do it, like there was just like a millimeter worth of cap time left, but they just didn't close it. But yeah, no, the logs, Dork going absolutely huge, 38 and 17. I think the scouts have been they've been showing up this LAN, man. I think the best stats I've seen have always been from the scouts, Heaps.
Yeah, no, well, you know, it's the scout factor really, just an overpowered class, but Dork having an incredible game there. 38 and 17, 302 DPM. That's yeah, like I mean, it speaks for themselves really. Like you can't ask much more from your scout than that performance there. We do have Redcoat though topping the server damage-wise. That's not surprising. 20 and 20, a really good performance from Redcoat there. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the team the win, but incredible performance nonetheless. And then you know Matt as well, 291 DPM, solid performance from him. Kowski on 25 and 15. That's a solid flank scout performance. That's what you want. You won't get the huge damage numbers, but he you know, he did his part, you know, cleaned up really well. Surprised we didn't see more sniper from him. I thought we might have. Looks like he wants to play a bit smarter though with his team, play more traditional sixes. But either way, you know, incredible performance. Really good game. Both teams having players that just absolutely pop off there. We do see the medic stats as well. Medic really even. Will's slightly more heals than Dogroll, but you know, like it really isn't much difference there. Both demos top healing. What do you think of that?
I think I'm not surprised. It seemed like the demos were sort of they seem to be like the forefront of a lot of those like fights. Like a lot of the collapses were coming in from them, and with the soldiers and scouts being so like disconnected and aggressive, I think it does make a lot of sense that those
I've just realized I've got it mixed up. Dork's on flank scout, Kowski's on combo scout, so that's probably the reason for the lack of sniping from Kowski.
And I think Kowski in recent years, you know, like I think his there was a period where Kowski was sort of like running like the snipers, like he used to like meme around a lot.
Oh yeah,
you know, and now I think he's matured a lot as a player, and you know, he really like he still loves sniping, but you know, but he's like he shows up now and he wants to sort of win and just like not fuck around.
100%. No, they know what they're doing. They're going to play the best way they can to win. But in terms of flank scout, Dork 38 kills on flank scout is incredible. The guy is cracked. No, like 12% heals, I think it was. Like, mate, you're not going to lose games very often if you have your flank scout popping off like that, I think.
No. So it was, good game from both sides. Protein Farts just with the 4-0, not as convincing.
Action-packed, like 4-0, but action-packed. Like
very. And I think that last one at the end was sort of just like a meme. It was like I think they sort of just like Live Force Reaction was sort of just like, oh, we're just gonna like chill out now because like the map's done and. But you know, next up, ladies and gentlemen, we have Process. We are going to just throw you to a quick break, but don't go too far because we will be right back. Welcome back, everybody, to the LAN Downunder 2023 2023. We are just about to go into map 2 for the semi-finals, Protein Farts versus Live Horse Reaction. This stream is brought to you by CappingTV and Oz Fortress, Australian Team Fortress 2, sponsored by Marketplace.tf. Shout out to those guys. If you see any items that you like on the players in server, head over to Marketplace.tf anytime to grab them at a bargain. So, Heaps, we saw a pretty convincing start there from Protein Farts and Sunshine. And now we've got Process coming through.
Yeah. Look, they're very similar maps. So I think the 4-0 Protein Farts had going into Process on Sunshine is going to probably give them a bit of confidence that they can pull off the same thing. But I would love to see a map 3. I'm really hoping we get there, so I'm really pulling for Live Force Reaction this map.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting to see if they play any differently. Maybe we get more off-glassing play, spy, sniper sort of thing. Process has some really nice sight lines.
Yep.
But look, if the first map's anything to go by, it might be another win for Protein Fast. I don't know what you're thinking.
Yeah, so, you know, since Sunshine and Process run very sort of, they're both very, like, adjacent to each other.
Yeah.
You know, they're very, very similar maps. I think, you know, I'm on Copium for Live Horse Reaction.
Yeah.
But given what we've just seen, I think Protein Farts are going to take this one quite convincingly and maybe even do a little bit better, because if they're good on Sunshine, I feel like every team is quite comfortable on Process to an extent. But if you're very comfortable on Sunshine, then I feel like you can almost play Process better.
Well, yeah, I mean, Process has been around, like, been a staple of Australian Team Fortress for a decade now.
Yeah.
You know, like, other maps have come and gone. You know, Badlands, you know, it used to be like Granary, Badlands, Process. The other two maps have fallen off. Process has been there the entire time. I think, you know, if there's one map that every single player here today knows how to play, like bread and butter, it's Process. And so, look, I mean, that could work into Live Force Reaction's favor as well, though, in the sense that, like, maybe they, you know, do, you know, more comfortable on Process, and maybe they can pull something off. Only time will tell. But, yeah, no, you're right. It's a staple.
Because, you know, those slight differences, even though they are similar maps, and this is the Copium coming through, but, you know, those
Pulling for
slight
game 3,
differences, they could, you know, because we saw those pushes coming in at last. It was so close.
Yeah.
So that slight difference of Process, maybe those pushes might just give them that extra little length that they need to get some rounds.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope that the map shake-up does, you know, fix something, but I'm still looking likely for Protein Farts. I think they've rocked up today. They're looking really, really strong.
Yeah. They took their protein shakes beforehand, you know.
Exactly, and despite being up till, like, what time were you guys up till last night? Like 5 a.m.?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, something like 5 a.m. I'm completely, like, surprised that...
Oh, you know, TF2 is one of those games, though. It's like riding a bike. You just get back on. And, you know, it doesn't matter anything about previously. You just straight back on, straight back into it. You know what you're doing. You know, experience shining through. I'm sure it's not their first rodeo. So, you know, no, it should be good. Process. Looking forward to it. I do, like I said before, I do hope we get to a game 3. Gully, which would be an excellent sort of mix-up in terms of the play styles of things. Yeah, like, I think Gully Wash would be more team-oriented than Process. But... I think we're going to see some rollouts as well. You know, demo rollouts. It'd be interesting to see if we see fast rollout from the first mid. I reckon I wouldn't be surprised if we did, though, to be fair. Big soldier straight onto the demo man sort of action, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you got to do it. You got to do it. Mark Gardner action as well. Like, it should be good.
Yeah, no, and those soldier bombs coming through. Like, I always love playing Process as a projectile main. Like, I mostly main demo, but when I did play soldier as well, it's such a fun rollout.
Yeah.
You know, I really want to see if anyone hits the Cadus rollout.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bit of a buff going through there, straight on.
Yeah. Yeah, because if you hit that Cadus rollout and you get the health pack, that puts you right up
Yeah.
Like, to this you get some deadly sticky.
High risk, high reward though, because if
Yeah.
you do that rollout and they have a soldier fast there, instant death really. Unless you hit a crazy air
just
pipe
like
or
some-
something like
like
that, which
the
I'd
air
love to
shot
see.
of your career.
I'd love
Yeah.
to see that. How hype would that be?
Man,
First
that would
first
be
mid,
so good.
straight out, Kaitis roll out, straight pipes, or the both soldiers fast rolling out mid-air collision. Would love it.
Yeah.
That's the sort of hype that we need for this second map, and I think we'll get it. I think both these teams are edging to go.
Yeah, so we're just, I think there's been a slight delay. We're just waiting for teams to get into the next map. It seems very easy at home, but while we're on LAN, there's a lot of server issue stuff that happens. TF2 is an extremely old game, and it takes like 10 minutes just to load into TF2 nowadays. I don't know, my TF2 is insanely like old. Like I think like I had to uninstall it, delete all the files, and like reinstall the game just to get it in like a workable state with all the configs matched together. But in the meantime, while we are waiting for our next mate, we can check out the team quiz with Protein Farts.
In your team, who do you reckon is going to get the best KD? Yeah. Perfect. Everyone got an answer? Alright, 3, 2, 1, flip them around. Lex.
Okay, yeah, that's why.
Who do you think is the biggest MG player on your team? Alright, everyone get an answer? 3, 2, 1. Lex again. Holy shit.
Okay.
I was gonna like ask most likely to tilt, but I don't want the same answer again.
No, do it. That's all right. It'll be funny. It'll be funny.
High stakes scenario. Do you think your medic is gonna pop or drop? 3, 2, 1. Drop, pop. He's a liar. Drop, Lex. Drop, but he's really sorry. And Lex. Alright, perfect. Who do you guys think is most likely to beat a 1v1? Three, 2, 1. Lex. Oh, you and Lex. Oh, dog. Damn.
Yeah, I think we've used the bit more or less.
Yeah, you say that, and then next question, you guys got the stuck in red flash.
It's still going to be funny too.
Who do you guys think is going to be the first to check logs?
Okay, but like that's just like so on the nose. That's it.
Alright, 3, 2, 1. Matt, Wills, Matt, Dork, and then Dork times 100. Final question, who is the loudest on comms? 3, 2, 1. Reda, Wills. You
Coming
and
back to
Reda, you and Liam. Perfect.
Lex getting a lot of action there. His
King
team
Lex.
seem to either love him or hate him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's all right. We put up with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, fair enough. Bit of fun, I think. Yeah. Handsome gentlemen on that team. I have to say.
Absolutely.
Absolutely all of them. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely complete sesh gremlins, and maybe it's live horse reaction. Maybe they went out partying last night, and I think Protein Farts are just used to the sesh a little bit.
Yeah. They're veterans of the game. They know what's up. They can recover.
Yeah. So we are going into the server now. We're just getting one more player in, and then we get the action mode. There's beautiful sunny process for you. It's had a couple slight tweaks over the years. I think they've updated and moved some things. There's some slight bug fixes. I'm not sure what it is, but what I've loved about this map is that it's pretty much stayed the same. You know, with Granary, they've moved the point closer. I think Badlands
Yeah.
turned into Pro Lands, but Process for the most part has been the same map for like.
Very, yeah. Ever like I feel like the last major update to the map was the sewers.
Yeah.
You know, when they were actual sewers.
Yeah.
Hence the call out, because you start playing TF2 today, people start calling it sewers. You'd be like,
yeah, they don't.
How is this a sewer? Like.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, fair enough. But that just adds to the consistency, like we were saying earlier. Very familiarity with it. Nice outdoor map as well. You know, bit of sunshine. No, it should be good. It looks like we should be starting to get ready here now soon though. It looks like all the players are in. Hopefully they're not having any troubles with the server or configs or anything like that. A bit of a DM fight going here. People warming up, trying to Life Force Reaction fighting for survival here.
Yeah. So just as a reminder, if Life Force Reaction lose this map, they are out.
Yeah.
They are completely they're going home. Well, not going home. They still have the third place decider. You know, where you can still pick up a bit of cash prize, but any chance of taking the title of LAN Downunder 2023, sponsored by Marketplace.tf, by the way, they're completely out. So the pressure's on. If you're for Fane, Scarlet, Yule, Raylan, Dork, Matt, Wills. I think they're on. I think they've swapped teams or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Kalski's on.
Just to spite us.
Yeah, they always do this to the casters. They like making our job as difficult as possible.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Bit of getting used to, but that's all right. I guess a bit of a switch up. Waiting for them to get ready here. Who do you reckon? What do you reckon the score predictions?
Ooh. Okay, let's do a Copium scoreline and let's do like a realistic scoreline.
Okay,
so,
yeah, sure.
Copium scoreline, Live Horse Reaction 4, Protein Farts 3.
Okay.
Or Live Horse Reaction 4 all, Golden Cap. With,
Golden
Cap.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That would be awesome. But realistic scoreline, probably Protein Farts 4-1, 3-1. That's what I reckon at least. Something could just completely
Hey,
you know, they could have had a sip of water. Something funny could be in the water, and it could just give them superpowers, make them the best TF2 players in Australia, or maybe even in the entire world.
I mean, LANs are where legends are made, so you never know. We might, years from now, we might be talking about the Redcoat performance.
Yeah.
At LAN that just saved his team from extinction.
The greatest ever comeback in Australia. Fortress 2 history.
100%. You can only hope. I think you're right. I think Copium prediction 5-0 Live Horse Reaction, but realistically, you're probably looking at a 4 or 5-0 for Protein Farts if last map didn't go by. But we are going live, so that's fun. Who are you gonna have a look at?
I reckon we are going to get on the Redcoats cam for this one. We are on map 2, ladies and gentlemen, at the LAN Downunder 2023. This is Process. You got Live Horse Reaction versus Protein Farts. Redcoat's a little bit slow to the mid here. Matt is going to be up there. Raylan is taking some early aggression onto crates, and a big soldier bomb coming in here. Kelsey's going to be picking up Gooseman and ult. Raylan will be falling to ult as well. Scouts down solo. Scar's going to be going down. Redcoat's whole team is dead, with just Yule and Doggerel managing to get out straight back to their last. Looking really good from Protein Farts already. Just that dominance transferring over from Sunshine.
Yeah, no, very convincing mid-win from there. And I feel like we haven't talked about Fane at all, but what a player. Absolute gem of a player. Amazing person as well, but just straight in there, getting the bomb in, doing so much work for his team. And he survived as well, and that's the big thing. He does all that damage and doesn't even get traded out for it. So huge mid coming out from Fane there. Protein Farts going to look to sort of maybe poke and prod again here, look for a pick. Looks like they might find one in door 2 right now. Gooseman's just he's got so many heals, but Fane picks them up anyway. Another scout running in. We got Kalski getting Ansi in door 1 there. Redcoat's going to pick up Dork, and we do have actually an Uber out from Live Horse Reaction here. Redcoat picks up 2 for the Troubles, and they're going to walk out to second with a 3-player ad, but they did have to use their Uber. So Protein Farts walking out, they're going to happily go up second. and take their Uber ad and have another go at it in about 30 seconds time, if not sooner.
Scarlet opting to stay on NG there just for, I think Live Pulse are actually prepared to back out, and yeah, they're straight out. Redcoats did pick up some clutch kills before in that post fight, but you know, with pretty much full ad on the side of Protein Farts, they are going to be able to go straight in here. Kowski is applying that point pressure, as in no one really to stop him. Ult will be picking him up, and the sentry is still up on the side of Live Horse Reaction. This time, their defense looking a lot better, Heaves. They seem a little bit more organized on this match so far.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the power of the sentry. You know, you don't get that down in the U-bar. It becomes really hard to deal with afterwards. So they kept the sentry up, and they ended up being the saving grace for Live Horse Reaction. They're going to work themselves a 60% Uber ad. I'm wondering if they push out. I think they will, but they, you never know. They might be kind of cautious here. Push out. They're going to come out door 1 though. Fane straight onto them in door 1. He's doing so much damage, but he does get picked up without being able to take the frag. But he's done so much damage that I wouldn't be surprised if they have to take a bit longer. Big bomb from Gooseman hits a nice rocket. 3 rockets, can't pick up the kill. Raylan's going to walk out of sewer and pick him up. That's huge, but they do give up the point. But man, if you're going to give up a point, you know, that's how you want to do it. Like, they stalled them so long that now it's even Uberad, and they took a situation where they might have had to give up mid to only give up second. So, and we do finally have the Kowski sniper as well, ladies and gentlemen. I am super keen to see what he can hit.
It's been a long time coming. Let's hope that, you know, we haven't overhyped the Kowski.
No, I would hate, the commentators curse, hey, we like talk him up all that and he doesn't hit a shot, but it's Kowski, man. He's going to hit something.
Yeah, no, he has
if not
to.
now, later.
I think Kowski is one of those players that plays better when he is slightly discombobulated.
Big bomb, straight to the medic.
Insane bomb, just barely getting it. It was really close, some good damage. Redcoats and another player picking up 2, so both soldiers down on the side of Protein Farts.
I wonder if that's part of the plan. Give up 2 players so you have to push into a Kowski sniper. Because otherwise it's very daring. He's going to play aggressive, isn't going to quite hit a shot just yet. Ubis comes out on the point. Redcoat getting that Uber, Dork on Protein Fart's side. Looks like it's going to be a bit of a stalemate. Nothing really happening in the Uber right now, but the post-Uber collapse is about to come in. Yule's on top of the point. He's going to try and focus down the soldier that's bombing in behind. That's Fane gone into sewer. He does pick up the Pat. Camille's on him, should pick him up. And there we are. Fane goes down in Uber, but Matt picks up it. Actually, Kowski picks up Yule, so that's huge. It looks like Protein Farts are in a better position here for the post-Uber. They're going to hold on to the mid-fight. Blue's going to have to back out to their second. Possibly give it up as well. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, that's surprising to me because they lost 2. They had a sniper, and they still held. They still held the point. That's a good effort.
I think the Kowski presence is like sort of messing with them a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, and Kowski is still on sniper. He is committed to this play.
Oh my god!
An insane headshot from Kowski onto Scarlet right there. A complete magical, magnificent shot from him. Just
Gooseman goes down as well. This should prompt the push.
Gooseman will be falling to Raylan. Raylan's going to be in last here. He's just going behind, applying some excellent pressure, and Matt's going to be in as well. The Uber does come out. Protein Buds don't have theirs yet, but they're able to finally pop it. They're going to have the better post fight. Kowski, another one onto Yule as well. Somebody stop him. Dog to be ready to turn. Another one onto ult from Kowski. That is 3 in total for Kowski. And with all of that said and done, Protein Farts get the first round on process.
Wow, alright, fair enough. I mean, you can't talk the guy up enough. Like, that absolutely gem of a headshot onto Scarlet, prompts the push, they walk in, Dork gets a frag, everyone eats. Like, you can't ask for anything better than that. We got a second mid-fight going here. Looking at Redcoat again, seeing if he can do anything for his team. He's going to get a couple stickies off, try and lock away the soldier. That is Fane, dropping off the height, getting the small pack. Might look for a big pack or an arrow. Yule's going to push pressure the point right now. Big bomb in from Raylan, gets 1 rocket onto the scout, can't get anything done. Fane behind Redcoat, he's going to pick up ult, trades him out. Kowski's now back on scout, walking across the point, doing scout things. Dork picks up Gooseman. Kowski's going to pick up the scout here, surely. He's going to back away, actually. Can't win that 2v1, but Matt comes in with a huge play, sticky in a pipe, straight on, and it looks like another convincing mid for Protein Farts.
It's just Dork right now. He's chasing down Dog Roll. A big question of whether he can get something. It's going to be so close and just barely. You would be punching yourself if you were Dork right now, but it's a good effort with all said and done. He's going to manage to escape, and Excellent pressure from Protein Farts. I feel like Redcoats is getting shut out on these mids a lot. He's trying to shoot some. He's trying to get some damage out, but then not much is amounting from it. Yul will pick up Fane in the meantime. I think Fane was going in for a sack of some sort, but yeah, live horse reaction. They actually don't want to sit on their last. They're actually going in here. Gooseman with a big bomb there. Just not, and actually manages to get the force out for Protein Farts. Dork's going to be picking him up, but now Raylan back on last gets a touch on the point, and the force comes out from live horse reaction. So maybe 20% add, give or take for Protein Farts. Looking pretty solid for them, Heaps.
Yeah, no, looks like they're in the driver's seat once again here on Process. It was interesting when Dork was chasing down the medic there. In case, for those of you who might not know at home, he waited. I don't know if you noticed, he waited to shoot the medic, and that's because Dogroll's doing his little hop jumps, where if you hit a meat shot, you can send him flying straight back into his spawn. So he took the risk. He waited until he was a bit closer. Unfortunately, it didn't work out for him. I think Dogroll got out on like 14 HP. Yeah, like it happens. We've all been there. I know from first acting experience that you just got to live with that. But it doesn't look like it mattered too much. They've got the point. They've got the second point, and even Uber's here. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another sack wave into an off class from Kowski or anyone on that team really. Maybe a spy play. I'd love to see a spy play. What about you?
Oh, a spy play would be awesome to see. These top teams don't seem to, with the exception of I think it was Silvo or Taurus. Yeah, Taurus hit an insane spy play on day one, but. I think that they're opting for more cookie cutter kind of TF2, which you love to see. The Uber does come out from both sides. A fight in lobby at the moment. The sentry's still up. Matt's going to be trying to get that down. He manages to do that. Kelsey's actually been picking up Yul and Dogroll. So the managers have the Gooseman still up, hitting some fat rockets. Raylan, the heavy, isn't shooting him. Yeah, it's going to be going down as well. And another round for Protein Farts.
Yeah.
Looking so solid here.
They just look all over the place, really. Like, they just got a player in every corner shooting people, not looking at them. A really good effort from Raylan there as well to get onto the heavy, pretty much unnoticed. Heavy didn't even shoot him back, and those are the best frags, hey, when you can kill someone without them even fighting back. But we're going to bring on to our third mid fight here, and the demo's there early. This time it's Matt dueling the soldier.
Yeah, so Redcoats now. Let's see if he can get a bit more in. Raylan dishing out the goods. Fane just barely getting Gooseman as well. Yul will get the credit for his demise. Alt's looking a bit forward at the rock, not really opting to go for anything too huge. Kowski's just having a little duel in sewer as well. Alt getting taken down, and yeah, man, I think live horse reaction, they're just struggling a bit, but they're actually looking to go back in here right now. Redcoats doesn't want to give this up. He says, no, I really want a good mid, and the Uber does come out. The trade right here onto two demos. They don't want to flash anyone. There was a slight flash on the scouts there. Dork getting a little bit of invincibility, but now Raylan bombing off the side. I think his second rocket missed, but it doesn't matter. Redcoats going to be picking him up. So 2 down, live horse reaction finally with the mid. There is a back cap going on right now, Heaves, but I don't think it's going to be able to be successful.
Yeah, look, excellent work from Redcoat there. Walks in, takes a trade, gets the pipe onto Dogroll, forces the Uber, and both teams sort of scrappy fight it out, but live horse reaction come out with the win, and they're going to take second point right now, and they're in the driver's seat, and anything can happen. Raylan gets a nice rocket onto the medic there, won't do much with it. They're gonna have to back out. I think there might be a player behind. I'm not sure. Is there a cheeky player behind?
Yeah, there is a player behind. I'm not sure who it is. I think it looks like it's Alt, but it was Alt. Kowski picks him out.
And actually, look, live horse reaction got to the second point, but I don't think they covered all their bases, and they end up losing 3, so they're going to have to leave back to mid here. But they do still have Uber, so they will be able to hold on to the midpoint. Hopefully we see another sack. I'd love to see some front foot gaming right now. Dork's, just walking around. He might look for something through IT or the likes, but most likely I think we'll see a double sack attempt from live horse reaction here any minute now. Dork's in position to stop anything that comes through as well. Yeah, it looks like Gooseman's
Gooseman's
itching
getting
to go.
ready.
Here
He's
we
gonna be
go.
doing a big.
Oh,
He misses the second rocket. He's going to have to
He's gonna
reset
go
with
anyway.
that. He goes through.
Straight on the medic.
He's onto the medic. Just doesn't. He actually gets the force out. So Protein Farts, they're going to need to go forward with this if they want to try and salvage anything. And they manage to get the force as well. They're going to have to back off slightly. Yep, so Dork's going to get it taken down as well. They don't have the player out, so they will be back on their last. Raylan will be the last to fall. Actually, no, a scout is still in. Kowski as well. No, this is looking really bad for Protein Farts. It's just the demo and meta. It is Matt versus the world. Thank God he was able to get some pipes off there, because that could have been really bad for them.
If you'll pick him up, I think that's round over. Which I would have loved to see. But it looks like we have a bit more of a reset here, a bit of a fight going on. Fane's going to pick up Gooseman here and get away, and Matt picks up Yule. So that's a bit of a collapse from Live Force Reaction here. They're going to have to back up to their choke and hope that they don't bleed anyone else. Redcoat, huge pipe onto the scout there. Dork going to go down. Now Fane's having his turn. He's going to back away. Both players will respect each other, and looks like Live Force Reaction going to have to give up second again. So they just can't hold on to it. They get there, and then it all goes wrong in the final third, really.
It does. It's so back and forth. You know, they get there, and it seems like they have like a real good ad, and then it just kind of all comes out. Like Protein Farts, they just send everything in, but with the contradiction coming in, we do have Redcoats and the whole Live Horse Reaction. Uber's out on both sides right now. We got someone on Heavy here. Heavy's going to be getting the flash. Looking a bit stalematey. I'd say Live Horse Reaction, they're trying to do what Protein Farts did to them. Go behind and get forward. Gooseman puts some nice rockets onto the Heavy. Dork putting in so much work right now. Live Horse Reaction just can't seal the deal, Heaps.
Look,
it's a repeat of last game, like on Sunshine.
Yeah, they're holding possession, but they can't score the goal, and that, you know, like, I don't know. They didn't deal with the Heavy. The Heavy ended up getting Ubered, and once you see that, realize that the Heavy's going to make it through to the post-Uber fight, it becomes really tough. We did see a nice bomb from Gooseman onto the Heavy. Unfortunately, he ran out of rockets just as he was about to finish him off. I think he was probably on like 50 HP. But we do have a bit of a reset. Back to mid it is for Live Horse Reaction. Scars does pick up Dork. That's a huge kill there. Let's see if they can work it into anything else. Looks like they're going to back out, respect Live Horse Reaction's hold, and reset maybe. Both, like Ubers are relatively even. It's, you know, it is a 50% ad, but you know, it's LAN, you know, they might be a bit antsy, they might not work off it. We'll see how it goes.
Oh, but with that in mind, they actually did opt to pop it there.
I like it.
I do like the aggression, but bit questionable. They didn't seem, I think they wanted to just get them out maybe. They wanted to get the mid, and maybe they're going to try bait them to come back in. Someone on the side, Redcoat's going to be taking out Raylan as he tries to bomb in. Fane is still up, and the man is in action right now. So with 2 down on the side of Live Horse Reaction, they're going to try and salvage something out of this, but the combo will be retreating through lower.
Yeah, see, the issue is that they didn't fight, and they got out, and then they re-entered, and then lost players.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what was going on there. If they sort of left, I ate my words instantly. I said I don't know if they were pushing. They ended up just walking in for free. But that could have been, that stuff that could have been a lot better for Live Horse Reaction had they just sort of kept their players alive with their Uber ad, because the Uber from Protein Farts didn't really accomplish anything other than getting the mid fight, and you could have had a leapfrog situation go straight back in. But unfortunately, in the post-Uber fight, they lost 3 players, and now they have to push out a second, which is going to be increasingly hard for them. They are going to attempt it. There is a soldier bomb going on. Fane picks up Gooseman. Yule picks up Raylan. Yule's going to pick up, almost pick up another one. Scarlet picks up Fane. And the Ubers come out here. And in that time, Protein Farts have got their own Uber back up. So a bit of a missed opportunity, I think, there from Live Horse Reaction. Kelsey's actually on the meta. Can he pick Dog Roll up?
Kowski's going to be picking up Dog Roll here. And he's got all eyes on Kowski right now. You got some players going behind, but the point isn't even capped. They're just wreaking havoc behind on the point. Now Dork is going to be picking up 2. Wills does fall, but he's still up. Dork is going absolutely insane right now, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, Gooseman puts an end to that one, Heaps. Thank God, just causing absolute wreckage on the back line there. Oh my God, I'm lost for words.
Dork's a big game player. That's what that is. Ult air shot onto Fane as he does contest the second point. Yeah, no, huge effort from Dork there to pick up 3 players, I think it was, before Gooseman finally picked him up. But in all that, we do have Live Horse Reaction walking into mid again. So we'll see if they can have another go, another successful push into second, and hopefully roll it through. Actually, I'll pick up Dork again. I think that was on the flank there, a bit of a scrappy fight going on. It has to happen every now and again. They're going to walk into second here, try and press their one-man advantage. Looks like Redcoat wants to get really deep right now. He's going in. He's going to force him out of door 1, take the low ground. Raylan picks up Gooseman on the flank. Raylan's in IT. Actually, he is actually going to trade it out from Scarlet. That's good work. Combining efforts there from, I believe, Scarlet and Gooseman. Not Gooseman, sorry, Ult to pick him up on the flank there. But Redcoat's just walking straight into last. Still, he has to go. He has to pick up the demo on the right-hand side. He's going to jump the top left straight onto the medic. He's straight onto the medic. He picks up Wills. That's huge from Redcoat. They need to stay alive right now. They need to either gather themselves or push into last, one or the other. Looks like players are slowly going down, though. The heavy, again, is just doing absolute work right now. Hopefully, Doggo can get out, get their Uber advantage back up. Matt's probably going to take his team back onto second here, but a big bomb from Redcoat. Super aggressive. I love it.
That was an excellent play from Redcoat. And, you know, if Live Horse Reaction, if they can sort of poke and prod their way into second here, then they'll actually be able to make something of that advantage. My concern is that, you know, in previous times, anytime they've gotten the good pick, it's actually ended up that they've ended up worse off because Protein Farts kind of just send every single man in and still manage to hold on to their point. But with all of that said, they are going to opt to get the sentry up. The Uber does come out on the side of Live Horse Reaction again. So this time, can they seal the deal? Redcoat's going to be going in for some big shots. Matt is still up on 90 HP. They got the first round on the board for Live Horse Reaction. They are not done yet, ladies and gentlemen.
Not done yet, that's it. They finally got it done, and that came down to the Redcoat Uber getting rid of the sentry, doing huge damage to the heavy and the demo, and they just flooded the gates, came in, sat on the point, won the round, and that's that. And now we've got our 4th mid-fight. Who are you going to have a look at this time?
Man, I reckon we got to see what Matt's doing.
Yeah, he's putting in work.
We've talked about Redcoats a lot, but Matt has been putting in some absolute work behind the scenes. So he's nice and buffed up as well. So on the crates, poking a little bit, getting a few. Oh, he's actually going to look forward here. It's 80 for the scout, almost connecting that pipe. Ult's going to be picking up Fane as well. Soldiers on the side of Protein Farts, getting some good height advantage. Look at this. Ult and Gooseman's down, but Ult is not on the height at all. Redcoats will pick up Kowski, and maybe Live Horse Reaction finally starting to find their footing in this semi-final, Heaps.
The last 15 minutes, I think Live Horse Reaction have been the better team. You know, they've only got 1 round for their troubles, but I reckon they could swing either way right now.
And the Uber does come out here, and the meme spoon almost getting it, but thank goodness Wills popped that in time, otherwise that would have been a complete disaster, but a sick clip,
You love to see it.
Dork's going to be picking up a dog roll at the end, so Live Horse Reaction need to send some players in and try to get that. That man has to be Ult. Big bomb from Ult and Guzman. A collective effort picking up Dork and Kowski, so both scouts down right now, and Gooseman wants to keep going forward with this. He's in sewer and that's thing, and Ult's onto the medic right now, and is the medic going to die to fall damage? No, he just barely managed to escape. Will's surviving by the skin of his teeth, Heaps.
Oh, that was so close. Ult almost hit the air shot of his dreams right now. But dog roll, no, Wills does get away unscathed. Dork's going to pick up Redcoat, and again, just another scrappy fight. Actually, we've got Raylan on the midpoint. Protein Fart's going to walk in here and take this mid for free, unopposed, and they do have a huge 50% Uber ad. So I think they'll push forward while Redcoat's down straight into second. No traps. They can walk in. Fane's going to scout the team. Scout for his team. We do have the Ult Spay. Okay.
Okay, and it's going to be looking big here. Ult is behind. I don't think they know because there hasn't been many off-classes in this game yet.
No.
But he's actually going to be going back with a cloak, so he doesn't want to... He's revealed his cards, though, so... I'd say at this point you got to just go for the hero play or the suicide because both Ubers are out right now and the Spy isn't going to be doing much on this last point. Protein Far's eager to get a nice reply. Ult uncloaks in the action. He's going to be going for a revolver or try to get on the resupply, but it's not going to be enough. And another round on the board for Protein Farts. They do not want to give up any sort of advantage, Heaps.
No, a great reply from them. They said, anything you can do, I can do better. And I think they've just been more clinical. Like, they haven't had as many opportunities, but they've capitalized on the ones they've had. And looking forward onto this 5th mid fight here, we're looking at the Matt Cam. He had a huge mid last time. Let's see if he can do a similar thing this time. Redcoat's pushing forward onto the point right now, playing very aggressive, getting good damage off. Fane's going to wait for an arrow here before he goes for his bomb. Let's see if he can get anything done. Here he comes. He's going to go into IT right now. Back up, take some eyes off the prize, and looks like... Actually, it looks like Live Horse Reaction will win the mid fight.
They do win the mid, but Fane is behind right now. So
yeah, but
he's causing a bit of havoc, and I think with him behind, that's sort of...
they're going to keep an eye on him, for sure.
Yeah, that's sort of tripping him up a bit. With that being said, Live Horse Reaction are pushing into second here.
Yeah.
So no one has fallen just yet, but
here we are. Look
comes
at
the big fight right now. Kalski is going to be picking up Gooseman down with the pistol. A bit of a soldier fight on Rock. The behind. Is that Fane? Fane is still just behind.
Raylan picks up dog roll. Oh, that's huge.
Big plays coming out right here. Oh, Redcoats, he's going to be in trouble as well. Dork going to be picking him up. Excuse me. And yeah, again, Heaps, anytime they manage to sort of get the point, like something happens. They just all trip over each other, and everything kind of crashes and burns. With 7 minutes on the clock, something big is going to need to happen if they want to. You know, two rounds, it's more doable than last game.
Look, it is. It's a lot closer game. I think the time factor is certainly playing on Live Horse Reaction's mind. That's why they're playing quite aggressive there. Actually, Matt's just going to walk forward to huge damage before he goes down. Dork comes out with the Uber. He's going to kill the taunting Yule before he tries to go ahead and clean up more players. Gooseman will pick him up. Kalski will trade out. And it looks like, even though Blue get out with their Uber, Red walk out with the point. And I think they'll be quite happy with that. Anything to advance, you know, the time it takes for Live Horse Reaction to come back here, I think they'll be happy with. But yeah, no, like a huge play from Matt there, just incredible amounts of damage for his team. And again, like the driver's seat, Protein Farts are in there, but we will see, I think we will see a push out from Live Horse Reaction. Any second now.
Dork is on the sniper right now. He's getting in a peek. Doesn't manage to amount to much. Fane and Raylan will be picking off two. Redcoats on the reply to him. Raylan picking up Redcoats in turn. Scarlet, he's going to be picking up Raylan. So the Uber has come out for Live Horse Reaction. Protein Fart's going to be steadily backing out. Kowski will be falling as well. They did make it out with the Uber though, Heaps.
They did make it out with the Uber, which is huge, I think. A missed opportunity for Live Horse Reaction there. To be a bit more collected in that Uber, play a bit more of a ball type shape, and go after the medic right now. But yeah, Protein Fart's going to walk back in relatively confidently with their ad, but as I'm saying that, Goose and Raylan do fight in IT. Raylan comes out on top. That's huge. Pressing again, another advantage. Fane picks up Yule. Scarlet picks up Raylan. So a bit of trades. We've got the Dork Sniper. He picks up ult with that upper hand. Kalski's just walking in, ignoring the medic. Goes for the demo man. Now the medic's going to fall, and they've got a player behind. He's going to fall. It might be a full team wipe. They're actually going to let Doggerel live right now, which is the smart play.
And Doggerel looking... I think he's either trying to die faster or get an Uber. I think they've it's still doable. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. They can definitely do this, but
Matt,
with them at last right now and a full Uber out, Matt just going absolutely huge. Kowski on the point, and that is going to be 4-1 in the favor of Protein Farts. They're on their way to the grand finals, Heaps.
Yeah, look, I'm not going to lie. I think I'm going to have to call it there and say Protein Farts will take this. Looks like they just woke up about 20 minutes into the map and decided, wait a minute, let's extend this lead. I don't want to sit on my laurels anymore. And they've just been clinical. Like, they've just won every fight and pushed into last, just absolutely unopposed. But it looks like we've got another mid-fight here. Matt's going to do his part in extending his team's lead, getting up good stickies, denying the space above on the crates. 2 players go into IT. One of them does die, though, and the scout's low. That's huge from Matt. He gets another sticky onto the scout. Again, Matt doing incredible work for his team. He's got a bomb into Rock right now. Can he hit a shot? He goes down, unfortunate for him. Scarlett's going to try and do some work on the back. She's got an incredible moment right now. Oh, can she find the... No, she couldn't quite find the medic. Kowski's going to pick up Scarlet, and Raylan will pick up Dog Roll. Redcoat pick up Wills. It's just Redcoat fighting for his life right now, but Kowski's going to pick him up in the sewer area. And we got another convincing win for Protein Farts.
Yeah, so I'll try to go in, get a little meme spoon going. Doesn't amount to much. With 3 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock, the desperate plays come out. I think Scarlet or Camille, she's going to be going on to Spy, try to get a little cheeky backstab to
we'll see
turn
if she
things
can
around.
make it work.
I mean, it could have been possible if they'd won that mid-fight. You know, I've definitely had some 20-second rounds.
Oh, yeah.
Some 2-minute pubs
They need
before,
45 seconds per round, I believe. On this
yeah, exactly. So, and the Spy is going to be sending in right now the invisible cloak.
Oh, no.
The mercenary is in the back lines, seeing if we can get a good play here. And it's getting close, and they've spotted her out. Oh, but just
wait a minute.
The gun down.
Oh,
but
they capped the
no, but they
point.
capped. And that is going to be it. Protein Farts.
Wow. I didn't even see that. All the time they were fighting, they
so
walked into last.
So strong. We are just doing it first to 5. That is map 2. That is the series. Protein Farts are on the way to the grand finals, ladies and gentlemen. Likely going to be versing Witness Gaming.
Yeah.
So, yeah, a stunning series. They were looking a little... You know, for a second, their live horse reaction was looking really good. Managed to get a round or two,
genuinely.
you know, but it just wasn't enough to sort of, you know, get over the line.
Yeah, look, I thought in terms of control, 50-50 split. Genuinely, the first part of the map was dominated by Protein Farts. Then you saw that middle period where Live Horse Reaction held midpoint, had a couple failed attempts into last, and then Protein Farts sort of woke up in the last 5 minutes to extend the lead. All you know, like 3 rounds I felt like came in the matter of like 7 minutes. So
yeah,
outside the scoreline, genuinely, like the map control was very evenly split there. And I'm sure that'll reflect in the logs if we have a look. Another huge game from Dork, 26-8, 275 DPM. You can't ask more of the man. Again, Redcoat putting in a shift, 290 DPM, but Matt topping the server. Absolutely huge game from Matt, 13-6. He did so much on those mid-fights and in those Ubers. We didn't talk about him enough, I think.
Yeah, well, we didn't see much of Matt, unfortunately, but yeah, Matt was putting in a lot of work behind the scenes. And, you know, as you're saying, Heebs, like the control was very similar from both sides. Like Live Horse Reaction, they were still steering the car, but they just weren't like getting it through the toll point.
Yeah.
You know, they forgot to bring their you know, the little toll
pass.
pass. Yeah, the little toll pass. They just couldn't
Stick
get
it
it
on the
through.
top of the windshield.
A strange analogy for you there, ladies and gentlemen. But you know, Kowski as well, always coming in 22 and 11. But very, you know, him being the pocket scout, usually they frag out. Dork just managed to drop an absolute bomb, 26 and 8 on the flank. That is nuts.
Yeah, he's a big game player.
And utterly nuts, you know. But still, there was still some good stuff coming out from Live Horse Reaction. Like Camille, you know, 19 and 15 and 6K. Still good efforts for a scout. But also the Raylan bombs, man. Like Raylan and Fane, like the amount of pressure applied from both those soldiers. I think they had the edge over the Alt and Gooseman duo.
Yeah,
that game.
I think so. They look a bit more composed. The bombs were a
bit more coordinated as well. You know, they seem to be sinking their rockets a little bit better, sinking their jumps a little bit better. I saw Gooseman struggling with some of the actual rocket jumps a little bit as well. You know, he still put in a great effort, but I think the soldiers on the side of Protein Farts, and just the whole side of Protein Farts was just a little bit more collected.
Yeah, 100%. Even Wills, you know, coming in, playing medic, incredible performance, despite the fact that he's probably the most inexperienced player on the server at the moment, but only 3 deaths. 3 deaths,
yeah.
You know, that really speaks to his positioning, and I think overall Protein Farts' protection of him was really impressive. You know, gives minimal amount of times for Live Horse Reaction to be able to exploit any advantages. 3 deaths over a 30-minute time span.
Yeah, no, it was very, like 3 deaths for a medic. You know, you can't complain about that. I'd be I'd be over the moon if I was a medic main. But yeah, there's the bracket for you, ladies and gentlemen. We've had the play-ins, the quarterfinals, and the semi-finals have now concluded. Your grand final for the LAN Downunder 2023 will be Witness Gaming versus Protein Farts. That should be coming up shortly. But before then, we are going to be doing the third place playoff, which will also be coming up shortly as well. So we're going to throw to a quick break, but we will be right back.